Big bro chatters. Big bro chatters. Apparently Dub think he need to be out here fighting people. Apparently Dub can't take the trolls. Dub said, I'm not fucking with it. Let me check him. Can I check him? Move. Can I check him? Move. Grown ass man throwing pillow fights out there. I would have beat Dub ass and the cameraman.
This report? Is this report? No, what you say? Noodle. Oh, just real quick.
So what you say?
Noodle guard. No record.
Nigga said no recording. No recording? What? Hold on. We gotta see that chat. See Dub crash out. Here it is.
No record.
Oh my god. Let's see, is this the one? Is this the one?
Hold this real quick. We got going. Somebody hold it. It ain't holding. What you say? What we got going?
Hey, look, everybody taking their shit off. He tripping. He said, doo-doo garbage. Oh, me, doo-doo garbage, nigga. Doo-doo garbage, nigga. What are you going to fucking do? Doo-doo garbage? Are you fucking crazy? Are you kidding me? Come on, bro. Nigga named doo-doo garbage.
Noodle guard.
That ain't even the full thing. Where the full thing at, bro?
Hold this real quick. We got going. Somebody hold it. It ain't holding. What you say? What we got going? Noodle guard.
Nigga got the rubber.
No record.
Oh my god. If I don't find one.
Noodle guard. No record.
Bro, I literally see the actual. They finna make me mad.
You don't say the secret, Brandon.
Alright. Clap it. Let me just search up. Clip clapping. God damn. There we go. Look, why aren't you fighting back, you grown ass man? You letting old man Dub and his cameraman put the paws on you, folks? Me personally, I could never let that happen. Why ain't this nigga fighting back, folks? Look. What are you doing? He just running? What the fuck? No, you can't let that happen. Hell no, you can't let that happen. This nigga just got thrown on the ground. Oh my god, he slammed him? Bitch ass nigga, that's what he said. Who they fighting back there? No, And then look how this nigga is squadding up. There's no way I'm losing to a nigga squadding up like these. Bro, this ain't breakdancing. I'm beating your ass. Easy. Nigga Dub is fighting somebody else. We didn't see Dub throw no punches for real. That nigga was sitting there putting niggas in headlocks and shit. Talking about, yo, get out. Get out. God damn. Doing his ass in. He was doing his ass in over there. Look.
Like I said, clip farming has gone way too far. Now, for those who are unfamiliar with the situation, it looks like DDG has had enough of the clip farms of the nicknames. And to be honest with you, I think that this serves as a good and fair warning for those that are coming into
I'ma still call that nigga doo-doo garbage.
They can just clip farm. Like I've been telling people on this platform before, clip farming is not a way to make a career. It's not something that's long lasting. It's not something that is fulfilling. And ultimately, like in this situation, it led to some sort of physical violence.
Chat.
People don't realize these content creators can totally get upset with the clip farming and the name calling and the stuff that you get off. These people have real feelings too. So DDG gave people a fair warning just a couple days ago that if they continue with the clip farms, if they continue throwing these insults, they continue with the name calling, then this is going to be the situation at hand.
If a fan came up to me on some doo-doo garbage, bro, I'ma hold that so damn bad, bro. No better.
Now, whether you believe DDG or not, this doo-doo
oh my god. Nigga said I'ma hold that nigga. Where you at, DD? Doo-doo garbage. Where you at, doo-doo garbage? Where is doo-doo garbage at?
Garbage, you know, name calling or insult that stemmed from Bruce dropping him off in his beef just a couple months ago is clearly affecting him. And I know that some people might think that he's soft or whatever the case may be, but the reality of the situation is, if they don't know you, they're not going to tolerate it. And besides that fact, why do people think that this is the way to get content? Like, I think that this is so short-sighted, and maybe they've been influenced by whoever and whatever, or whatever the case may be. But even like Agent says, something that I agree with, clip farming and doing this sort of content is something that is not going to build you an audience. It's not something that's going to be long lasting, and ultimately you are going to be forgotten the next day.
Why they disrespecting him like that though? You gonna yap nonsense to it right in front of his face? You gotta be prepared for them consequences.
Exactly. You supposed to get the scrapping. You supposed to. Oh my god, these niggas don't be ready to fight. You supposed to get he. You supposed to be showing that nigga your moves. What's up? You let Dub do you in like that? Dub and his cameraman, those is two old niggas. You letting two old niggas do that to you, bro? They are like 38. Come on, bro.
Trolls, bro. They're just trying to be remembered. They don't even give a f or being remembered. Like, bro, you're gonna be remembered as I just chose to troll, bro. And then we will never hear of you again.
And I do agree with Asian, but the foundation of streaming has totally shifted in the past couple of years, where this is what people see as entertainment. This is what people see as the content. They believe that getting their name out there, no matter what and no matter what expense, is the way to go about doing these things. But ultimately, what he's saying is 1000% right. At best, this guy will be remembered as the guy who got snuffed out by Doug and whatever cameraman and DDG and his whole collective. At worst, he'll be back to punching the clock. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you did all this in an attempt to become famous for what? Now, I'm not advocating for physical violence, so I wanted to see what Dub and DDG and the rest of the gang had to say about this, because although I don't agree with people insulting people, I do want to give them the benefit of the doubt and hear them out at least.
I would have beat that nigga out.
I hit the... So then, I'm like, bro, what the f... It was like a large...
Nigga said, I hit the nigga. You never hit him. My nigga was over there wrestling with him, trying to put him in headlocks and shit.
Bro, that's security grabbed me. I'm like, bro.
Nigga pushed him, slammed him.
Trying sleep dogs, boy. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, my shit didn't even get on that.
Nah, yes it did.
No, it didn't.
Yes it did. I see Jason holding your camera and everything.
No, but it was, I had no signal. I had 200.
Nah, your had signal when you did that skit.
Yeah, they said it didn't show anything.
Nah, I know, but still, like, you know how that be, bro. They banned Kelly for a skit, man. I ain't trying to get banned for a skit.
Now, I think DDG was really just trying to save face here. He didn't want to get banned from the con. He didn't want any sorts of issues with Twitch, any sort of lawsuit or anything like that, and he'll deal with it in the private eye. I think that he's a very strategic and tactical person, so, you know, doing those things, he's good at covering them up. But ultimately, at the end of the day, and I can give this perspective because I am literally on the grounds of DreamCon. I came down for the weekend, and I'm recording this video hours after the situation happened. None of this really did anything at the con. None of this shook the airwaves. And all this guy got was the brake speed off him. He was so unmemorable after the situation, it's almost amazing. Which has me thinking again about points that I've had in the past about clip farming and what it does for you. In my last video about Stream University, I had a take about these new content creators getting into this lane and don't rely on clip farming because it is not going to be something that will benefit you in the long run. If you don't remember, there were some content creators who had broke into Agent 00's room because they thought that he was running some black market and wanted to play into this whole theme of I'm taking advantage of the black market, stealing from it. But they literally broke into his actual room where actual things are, and it did not turn out the best for these guys.
Definitely
Where's Jay at? Y'all think it's appropriate to come in my room while I'm not there? It's a difference between content.
Even in that interaction, No Limit Jay still doesn't understand the difference. Agent is seriously looking for him and voluntarily says, I'm right here. Now, I don't think he's being forthcoming and truthfully saying, hey, this is me, I'm No Limit Jay. I think he still thinks that this is still a part of some elaborate skit and scam, but he doesn't realize that he's crossed the line. He's literally broke into somebody's room, and all for the sake of getting a clip up. Now, in Agent's sit down and hashing out of the situation, he gave No Limit Jay a warning, something that we've been giving out for a long time that a lot of these content creators do not understand.
I didn't think this was actually your personal room. They said black market. They said Asian black market. They said this room. So I came up here.
It has beds, it has things. Like
no, I know, but I'm not thinking, you know, there's
so
multiple
look, bro,
rooms.
there's if you came in here and on some content busted in the room. If I'm in the room, I'm saying.
Right.
You coming in here with that camera, you gotta think, oh, we just minimize it. My analytics is up.
No,
like,
I
my
didn't
stream is up, my count's up. It doesn't matter.
I understand that.
You came in the room, you didn't know where this stuff was, right?
Right.
We hit it.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't come all in the rooms like that. I was peeking around, and then we walked in there.
Let me share some intel with you, my. There's lines, bro.
And while I get what Agent is saying, and I totally wholeheartedly agree, we have to look back at what's been happening over the past couple of years with content creation and realize that a lot of the stuff that's going on today are from actions of the past, stuff that we should have stopped and nipped in the bud a long time ago. But because we are now here, we're getting mad at basically these new creators for doing these things that their favorite creators have been doing in the past. Like, they're convinced that this is their way out. Like, this is the way to get a bunch of money, and they're willing to do any and everything in order to get that money.
All right, so I guess I'm getting fired.
The way out.
We knew that. Yes.
Clip farming is the way out, chat.
When the fucking I said the same shit.
Corey 2U was a big success at Stream University. You know, took advantage of the whole situation, had DDG react to him and his clip farming attempts, and it went over fairly well. He didn't put anybody in harm's way. But the idea of creating the content being just a continuous clip farm for what he says to be money, to me, just doesn't sit right. Because I have to ask, how far are you willing to go?
I'm a streamer, you broke. My account was negative 612. My credit cards were maxed out, all because of content. I owed $322.50 on the Cash App. You know what's crazy, Chad? I had no bread to get back on that flight and check in any bags. I'm telling you, God is real, bro.
An inspirational story, but a warning sign nonetheless, because at the end of the day, there's something that is supposed to be more aspirational and inspirational.
It was a few more niggas who was also counts negative, you know, probably didn't know how they was gonna make it home. That went. And they probably didn't get no, here, we're gonna pay your debt, you know, and it's just all because of your work ethic, man. It's all because of your clips. He was out there getting them clips. No matter what you say, he was out there getting them clips. He got them clips. He was making himself noticed, so they noticed him. Plain and simple. If you want to get noticed, you better get them clips. Because plain and simple, they ain't noticing you if you ain't noticeable. It's just that simple. I don't know how else to put it.